What's up, Heat Seekers? My name is Joe Otis from joeislit.com, and welcome to today's edition of Lit Picks. Got beat again last week. It's been 4 weeks in a row, and I owe you guys a performance of Little Surfer Girl by the Beach Boys, but I was working all week on editing my new video with Mike getting that win with that Mega Parlay in the end. I had to put in some nice special effects for you guys. Will I win this week? Probably not, but we hopefully have a good show for you. Hopefully you got some more picks because like last week, hopefully for this week, someone will hit the Mega Parlay. We'll put in our picks as Mike did. And we got a great week of action for you. Now I'm about to bring in my broadcast partner, the one and only Mike Costello. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. It's another, like I said, another successful week. You getting to sing another nice little slow song. So kind of change it up. I went 8-5 last week. I'm now 38-26 on the season so far. So I'm doing well. But you had a good week last week. Just not enough with Mega over here, hitting that one.
Let's go over the Mega Parlay before we continue. I mean, the Mega Parlay is, we're going to make it where you have to pick a parlay that's at least plus 500. 4 teams, and whoever gets, if both parlays hit, whoever has the higher number will be the winner, and the person who's the lesser number doesn't get any points. We got our first comment coming in already. See what they have to say.
My wife, you can talk to my wife about this because she's the one that cut my hair, okay? And I'm still waiting for that. It got cut short as my son was having a tantrum. So I am still, this is a half a haircut from her, but she's going to finish cutting it. So I also have had this haircut for the past 37 years of my life, so who cares? It's like,
you never had a mushroom haircut?
We do the bowl cut, actually. If I keep growing it, maybe we'll just do the bowl cut.
All right, guys. So we're here, NFL Week 8 for our Lit Picks. And right now we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. And let's go over the rules before we start. If you pick the underdog that is a 3 points and up, which is, we call it a high underdog, you get 4 points. The underdog, which is less than 3 points, so I'm sorry, it's actually 3 points and less will be 3 points. Picking the spread will get you 2 points. The over-under will get you 2 points. And the favorite will get you 1 point. Ready to get this started, Mike?
Let's get rolling.
All right, like the Kid Rock song, huh?
I was just thinking, maybe I can get you doing a new song. No, I think that was Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Sorry, that's Limp Bizkit. Don't know what I was thinking. I had a long day today, folks. All right, so our first game is the New York Jets at the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that taking the spread in this one would be ridiculous. I believe it's 19.5. So that's way too many points. I really don't have enough confidence in the Jets to put 19.5 points on the board. Period. And I do have confidence in the Chiefs to score some points. So I'm going to go with the over on this one. I can see this one being like 35-20. That's why I like the over. I'm not too confident though, but you got to make some risks out there. And I'm definitely not taking the freaking Jets money line. I'm not crazy enough to do that. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah. This is a lot, but I think I did this. I think I did this like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, where I was questioning it, and I think that somebody was favored by like 19.5, and I took it, and they ended up hitting. I think it was Baltimore over Washington or something, or I forget. No, it wasn't Baltimore. I don't remember what game it was, but yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs here. It's minus 19.5. You have it's just going to be the Chiefs. I know people keep talking about the Le'Veon Bell returning to the Jets. I really don't care about that. I still think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to get 70% of the snaps, and I'm going with the Chiefs here to cover and to win by about 30 points.
All right. You pick too many losses, your bookie breaks your kneecaps. It's pretty rough. And they haven't seen a spread like that since Trenton High took on Steiner in 1998. I wonder what the final score was to that game. Bob, do you know?
That's probably like 40-something to nothing.
All right, next game. It's the Tennessee Titans at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Titans, Stephen Gostkowski, I have no idea what's wrong with him. He missed a field goal at the end of last week that could have extended the game to overtime. Kind of ruined my chances of winning that game, and brought you over the end with that edge with that Mega Parlay. So I really don't like the Titans here. I really like how the Bengals are looking. I don't think they're going to win outright, but I like the 6.5 points. I'm going to take that. I like Joe Burrow. T. Higgins has proven to be a really good young receiver, and they're defensively they're starting to gel. They traded Carlos Dunlap, but maybe he's past his prime. What do you think?
So in this game, last week I took Pittsburgh beating Tennessee, and this week this is one of my locks. Tennessee will cover this at -6.5. You have the backdoor cover, which scares me a little bit, but should be the -6.5. But that's fine. So the Titans are laying 6.5. Just so we have that. Just to clarify.
Okay,
it's fine.
I'll fix that. Hold on.
Just so we're clear, the Bengals are. I mean, I like the Titans in this spot too. The Bengals are going to be without Mixon, and they're going to be without 3 of their top linemen. Tennessee, I think, is going to have a field day on them, and I don't see Burrow being enough here. I think the Titans cover this easily. They pound the rock with Henry. It's going to be November soon, which means Henry's going to start having his 200-yard games, and he's already the leader. So I'm taking the Titans here with these.
And Bob agrees with these. He's going to say he loves the Titans here. All right. Next game, the Minnesota Vikings at the Green Bay Packers. I mean, the Packers look pretty good this season so far. I think Jamal Williams did a great job filling in last week for Aaron Jones. You had Jamal Williams on your fantasy team, of course, and you beat me last week. I mean, the Vikings aren't looking.
It wasn't just a beating.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Vikings aren't looking like they have looked in years past. I think that they're having an off season right here. I mean, I don't know if you can blame it on coaching or the talent or injuries or losing stuff on Diggs or whatnot. But the Vikings, they're not the same team. But I do like the over in this one. It's only 50.5, which is kind of a moderate over to me. I can see this game going, 35, same as before, maybe like 35-20, perhaps. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have at least three touchdown passes. And I can see Kirk Cousins, hitting Adam Thielen for a couple himself. So I like the over in this one. I mean, it's not too crazy enough a number for me to take. What do you think?
So, yeah, I like Green Bay here. I mean, this is another one of my ones that I'm pretty confident with. I think Green Bay takes this game pretty easily. Minnesota, I mean, they're I don't know what they're doing. They just traded for I'm not going to say the DN's name, but they just traded away. They got him in the beginning of the year. The Jags. Now they just traded him away. So, I mean, it just seems like they don't really know what they're doing. They don't have an identity. So I have to go with Green Bay here, just laying the points. I think, even though Devontae Adams had a big game, I think this is just Aaron Rodgers. I think they're going to cover this easy. And I think Dalvin Cook's playing. I haven't really read much into that, honestly. But I do believe that Dalvin Cook's playing, but I'm taking Green Bay laying the points.
Taking the Packers -6.5. Is this a Costello pick?
Oh, yeah. Costello. Yeah.
Costello. What did I just say? I said Costello.
Yeah. It's a late night. Mischief night.
Hopefully my house isn't getting TP'd right now. Joe usually never goes against a word that starts with tit. Okay, that's true. Question for Joe. What is the worst candy to give out on Halloween? Necco wafers or Good and Plenty? I think Necco wafers are worse than Good and Plenty. I don't like Good and Plenty either, but if Bob thinks they're awful, should be banned. 40-mile-per-hour wind in Green Bay.
Yeah, I was going to say that. This is a humongous week with weather. And I'm going to go over some of the games with you where the lines have changed from there's like a 5 to 6 point or 4 to 5 point swing. And this is the thing where we're picking now Friday. Things are going to change on Sunday. Like Thursday night, the Panthers game, that weather was supposed to be atrocious. Then the first half was beautiful. Luckily, I had the under on that game. And then the second half was a torrential downpour. So definitely check the weather report on Sundays because it is going to affect the games big time. So this is going to be a big week with the unders. And if those games, this is a big teaser week of those games as well, which the games that were at 47 and dropped down to 43, tease them back up, get the 50 and get all them. And you can get a mega, kind of teaser in there.
All right. Romello Peretti cashed again last week. I like too many favorites in the public teams, so I'm checking in with my boys. A lot of weather Sunday in the Midwest. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, the thing is that if whatever you pick with the public, it seems to never work out because that's how Vegas gets their money. What do you think about that?
It's not the right way to do it, but eventually the public is going to win, and they usually win, 2 to 3 weeks. So that's, just got to be on the right side of it.
And Bob says the Weather Channel is fake news. That is kind of true. I agree with that. Sometimes these Weather Channel, these weather people, they pick it wrong.
I don't even look at the weather anymore. I just, whatever it is, I just go outside. If it's raining, it's raining.
Who gives a shit?
Give it up.
Next game is Los Angeles Rams at the Miami Dolphins. Tua making his first career start. Maybe I'm a little crazy, but I picked up Tua in fantasy. I don't know why. Maybe I'm overthinking things a little bit. I think the teams don't have any film on him, so you never know what can happen. It could be like Michael Vick when he was on Chip Kelly's offense when he first started in 2013, when he had that amazing first half. I don't really think that that's going to happen. I kind of think I'm going a little bit too cute there, and I probably should have picked up Jimmy Garoppolo in our league. But this is my upset pick. I'm taking the Dolphins in the money line at plus 165. I believe that the Rams are going on a bye next week. I might have to double check on that, but I have a feeling that they're, after last week's game when they beat the Bears on Monday night, I think that they're going to be this is the trap game. I think going into Miami, going down on the East Coast early, an early game. I think that they're going to be off a little bit. And I think that the Dolphins are going to be electric with Tua in there. I really like him, and I think they're going to win this game. What do you think?
You have too much confidence. Anywho, Tua is going to meet a man by the name of Aaron Donald. And I don't know where to go with this. Like, it's just one of those things where, like you said, I have no idea what you're going to get from him. But I think that the Rams win this game. I'm just going to go with coaching and go with McVay in the offense. So I'm just going to take the Rams straight up in this game. I don't know about the points. So I'm just going with the Rams straight up. I know they're East Coast, and they've been the Rams, I think, have traveled more than anybody if you just look at mileage. But I'm just going to take them. I think they're going to take this game. I'm going to take them straight up here. And I don't know. I wouldn't touch this game.
All right. See what we got here. Dolphins are well coached, but I think Tua is too frail. All right. I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens is our next game. This is the game. This is probably the game of the week. You got the two contenders for the AFC North here. The Steelers are undefeated right now, and the Ravens, of course, that loss against the Chiefs. People have been saying the Steelers have had an easier schedule than the Ravens, so I can kind of see that as true. So that's why I'm going to take the Ravens -4 in this one. I like Lamar Jackson. I think he's at home. I think the Steelers lucked out last week, and I think that this game will bring them back to earth. Even though they do have an amazing defense, I just think Lamar Jackson will be too much for them. What do you think?
So I was on the side of the Ravens, and then quote the Raven, I just had to stop it. And I was just looking, I was like, you know what? Steelers are going to win this game. And I was going to take them straight up and get the 4 points. But Steelers getting +4, I can't pass that up. They're going to cover, and I think they're going to win straight out. They're going to have a plan for Lamar Jackson. They did last year when they just literally every single play just didn't even worry about Mark Ingram, and they just kept tackling Lamar Jackson. They didn't even care. Mark Ingram's not even playing in this game. He's out. So you have J.K. Dobbins, young rookie. I do like him. The weather here is probably going to be a factor. Could be. So I don't know. I think the Pittsburgh is actually going to win this game. So I'm going to take them. They're getting 4 points. Why not? I'm going to take that till the cows come home. And I just think that they're going to be too much firepower.
And who are you going to trade me for J.K. Dobbins?
I don't know, but I'm very interested in getting him. So we'll negotiate that at the end of the show.
So let's see. It looks like Pat likes the Ravens here. This is the line speaking to him. It's like a Mikey Miss comment. And he likes the Ravens too, but I could see this being a field goal game. All right. All right, so the next game is the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. I think that the Patriots look pretty bad so far this season. Last week they were really terrible. That was a pretty much Bill Belichick's worst embarrassment since he started coaching in New England. I don't really want to pick the winner and loser here because you never know. The Patriots can have a crazy week where they just somehow rebound and they end up winning the game. Rebound. Yeah. So I'm going to take the over 41 here. I'm taking the over. I think 41 isn't that many points. It's pretty, 41, I think that this game could be, 30, 28, 15, whatever. It's 28, 17. I don't see this game. I don't see this going the other. So I think it's an easy 2 points taking the over on this one. What do you think, Mike?
You could be right. This is one of the games I was talking about with weather. This game started out at 45. It dropped all the way down to 41. So if you took the over on this on Monday or Tuesday when it was 45, you're very angry right now. If you took the under on it at 45 and now it's at 41, you're pretty happy. So this is one of the games where weather is going to be a huge issue, I think. And I don't know, like New England, I was always saying I'm never going to go against Belichick and losing like 1-2 straight games in a row. But I guess I have to go with Buffalo here. I don't know. New England just doesn't. I don't know. I'm taking Buffalo here. I don't like this game. I don't like going against Belichick, but maybe I'm going to do it, and I'm taking the Bills laying the points.
So we got here. And a question for Mike. Which global trends will shape the economy in the next 10 years?
Rain. Lots of it. I only answer fantasy questions here on this.
Pats are selling them like the war against Triple H. Probably. They could be selling a lot. Maybe they're going to be dumping players.
They I'll tell you what, though. They have a lot of cap room for next year. It's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, it's rumor has it they want to trade.
Gilmore.
Stephen Gilmore. Yeah, Stephon Gilmore. Oh, baby's crying in the background.
I'm sorry, I thought that was Bob.
Got the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. In this game, I'm pretty much shocked that the Raiders are the underdog here. That's why I'm actually going to take them. I think that they're a way better team than the Cleveland Browns, and they're way more talented. David Carr, he's having a pretty solid season right now. He's has some really good young receivers out there. And who would have thought that Nelson Aguilar would have rebounded like this? And he looks pretty good out there. So I like the Raiders' offense, and the defense is getting up there. And what do you think?
That's a pretty good comment. So as I'm thinking about this, is another game that's gone. It was started at 45.5. It now dropped down to 49. I'm sorry, 54.5. It dropped down to 49.5. Weather's going to be an issue here. And I looked at this too. I liked Vegas straight up in this game, but I was like, you know what? They're getting points. I'm going to take the points here with them. I do think they win straight up here. I think you're going to be getting an extra point on me on this one. But I think it's going to come down to a running game. I think Jacobs is going to have a ginormous day. I think Hunt's going to have a big day. I think it's going to be a running game. Mayfield plays. The other concern I have is Mayfield plays better without Odell Beckham. He doesn't have to worry about getting him the football anymore, and he can kind of just serve it around and do what he needs to do. So that does concern me. But I think the Raiders are too good here, and I'm taking them with the points.
All right. There we go. All right, let's go back to the audience here. We got the Pats are selling. We saw that one already. Selling their players, a lot of picks too. Is Don at your house, Otis? Cause love Jacob.
I really do. I should have took him at number 6, like I was saying, instead of going with my gut, which I said is huge every week.
All right, next game is the Indianapolis Colts at the Detroit Lions. Detroit won the game last week. That was kind of a BS ending there. I mean,
they should not have won.
Todd Gurley just fell in the end zone. Like, come on. You know he wanted to
get had other opportunities too to win that game.
Yeah, I mean he wanted to get that. He wants to get that contract incentive. But then again, I mean the Falcons defense could have always shut the Lions down. They didn't have to march down the field and score on them. But I like the Lions here. I think that this is my upset. This is another one of my upset picks. Like I always say, you got to risk it, get the biscuit. That's why I'm taking the Lions and the money line at plus 143. Big fan of DeAndre Swift. I think Stafford's a solid quarterback. I do love Frank Reich as a coach. He led the Eagles as the offensive coordinator in the Super Bowl. But for this game here, I'm just going to go with the Lions. I think they're on a roll here, and I think that's what it takes to pull off the upset. What do you think, Mike?
Frank Reich is undefeated coming back from a bye week. Oh wait, this is only his second year as a head coach. Yeah, I'm going with the Colts here straight up. I mean, the Colts are going to get they had a bye week. They're healthy. They're getting the linebacker back, which is one of the best linebackers in the league, Leonard. So I'm taking this straight up here and going with the Colts. Detroit, I just don't know who they are. I mean, I don't know if they have an identity either. I am worried about Galladay, but I just think that the Colts are going to be too much here, and I'm taking them to win this game. And Phillip Rivers, I trust.
All right. I got a nice Swift equals Beast in it. And better name in NHL, Beast in it or Crispin Roy. That's how is that how I spelled it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Crispin Waugh. That's how I think I did spell it that way. I like Crispin Waugh. That's pretty funny. All right.
They brought back, apparently they brought back the old NHL game now, where it was the wraparound goal was the big thing to do. I
Oh,
think that's
really?
a part of the new. I think it's part of the new NHL now.
All right, moving forward, we got the LA Chargers, the Denver Broncos. This one here, I think that, Justin Herbert, he's been looking really like a solid quarterback here. He's been leading the Chargers to a lot of points. Games in Denver. How's the weather on this game?
We're good. They might get snow.
Might get some snow. This is where I like the Broncos running game. I think that Melvin Gordon, he hasn't been suspended yet, so I think Melvin Gordon's going to take a lot of the carries, and I can see him getting 20 fantasy points, maybe getting 120 to 150 yards rushing, maybe 2 touchdowns. I'm taking the Broncos in the money line at plus 150. I like them in the upset. What do you think?
So the Chargers go on my list of teams that I don't like to touch. Like it's like the Falcons, the Chargers. But the bottom line is these are two teams that like I hate this line. I took the Chargers laying the points, and these are two teams like you look at this like the Chargers keep games close. They just can't destroy teams, and the Broncos can't win, but they keep games close too. So it's like, except last week, it's a different story. But like, I'm taking the Chargers here. I don't know. I think Herbert's too good. Keenan Allen is my, he's like my fantasy crush too. He's so awesome. I wish I had him every single year. But I just don't see, I think the Chargers are going to be pretty good. I think they're going to win this game. It's going to be a tough one, but I don't really like this game either.
All right. Let's see what the audience has to say. It says, I'm not good at spelling, but I think that's actually the right way to spell it. And cheap ass goal. That's right. That's when you do the wraparound. Bob says Denver is just boring, like those focus on movies and Mr. James would show. What is that?
I remember them.
I don't remember those movies. What was it, like teaching? Like
it was like a teaching thing. It was the In Focus. The In Focus.
We called it the slut movie. We're only allowed one game. You were playing someone, destroyed the computer with it.
It was like when you played Joe Montana football. You could only get one halfback pass each half.
One halfback pass.
Because the halfback pass worked every time.
All right. So we got the next game is the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. I like the Seahawks in this game. And it's in Seattle. I can see a nice high-scoring matchup. It's kind of similar to when the Seahawks played the 49ers. I'm sorry, the Seahawks played the Cardinals last week. So I'm going to take the over in this one. It's 54. I mean, the 49ers are banged up in the running attack. I mean, they don't really have any running backs that are healthy, I don't think. And, I'm sure they do, but they don't have any of their stars. Like, everybody's injured. Mostert's injured. The guy got Jeff. What's his last name?
Hasty, yeah.
No, Jeff something. Jeff. Never mind.
Wilson Jr.
He got injured. He's on injured reserve. The 49ers running backs are just, I can just see this being a high-scoring game led by the arms of Jimmy Garoppolo and Russell Wilson and the catching of George Kittle and DK Metcalf. And Tyler Lockett. I mean, who can forget Tyler Lockett? The guy's freaking amazing.
He won't be back for another 3 weeks.
Oh, he's injured?
No, it's just he has the big games every 3 weeks. So.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a Metcalf week.
So what do you think, Mike?
I like the Seahawks here. Looking at this, I like the Seahawks here. I mean, San Fran's battled with a bunch of injuries. I think Tevin Coleman's coming back. They activated him off the IR, and they have until I think tomorrow or Sunday at 11 or something like that to decide whether he's going to be a part of the active roster or not, which is good. But Brandon Ayuk is going to have a big game this week for the Niners. But I think that they're going to kind of control the ball. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the over in this game. I just think that there's going to be a lot of controlling here. The Seahawks, once again, they don't have a running back. We don't know what's going on with their running back. So it's really interesting to see who's going to play running back here. It's a good week for some former running backs to come out of the woodwork in this one. But I'm going to take the Seahawks here laying the points because I'm not going against Russell Wilson. I mean, look, they lost on prime time. Bad loss against the Cardinals. I don't think they're going to do this again. I think they're going to come back, and it's revenge.
999 Seam was also a good play.
Very good play.
Was this Joe Montana 1 or Joe Montana 2 Sports Talk
Football?
There you go. It's beginning to snow.
Yep.
And Jimmy G needs to date more porn stars. I agree with that. All right.
Don't know anything.
Now our next game is the New Orleans Saints at the Chicago Bears. I mean, Chicago, they kind of got beat pretty bad last week. They lost, but they really looked like they were in the game. Nick Foles threw a couple interceptions there. But I can see them rebounding this week. I mean, this is another upset pick for me. I'm going to take the Bears plus on the money line at plus 195. I mean, it's in Chicago, so I mean, it's not like they're playing in the dome here. So I don't think Drew Brees looks like his arm is. Some weeks he looks good, some weeks he looks bad. I think this week he's going to look bad, and I think that Khalil Mack's going to get some pressure on him, and I think that the defensive backs are going to be picking them off left and right. What do you think?
So I do. I think the Saints are going to win this game. I think it is going to be very close. It might be a field goal. It's going to be windy. It's Chicago, right? The Sunshine State, the Windy City, right? Obviously, so it's going to be windy. It's going to be hard to kick there. I'm going with the under 43. I know it's a different number, but I'm going low here. I think that if you look at this game, one thing's for certain: Nick Foles is going to throw an interception. So you can take that prop. All right, he's thrown one every game so far, and he's going to do it again. But the Saints' run defense is very good. And I think that, the Bears are going to struggle and they're going to have to kind of throw it. And if it's windy, like they're going to say, with 30 of these mile-an-hour gusts, it's going to be pretty tough to throw. With Brees' arm, I don't think he's going to be able to throw that far. Therefore, I think he's going to struggle as well. I think this is going to be a running game. It's obviously going to be a Alvin game again, like always. Every game is an Alvin game. But I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. So I'm taking this under.
43 is low for a Saints game.
Not this year.
And we got Foles struggles. What does that mean?
Foles.
In win.
His spelling is not very good, I would assume.
All right. So we got the next game is the game of the week, folks. Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, I can't believe we're favored by 10.5 in this one. Like, I really couldn't. I still don't trust them with the points. I mean, 10.5. That's a lot of freaking points. Even though the Cowboys aren't really looking really good, they got. Is Andy Dalton starting this week, or is he out?
They're actually saying that there's a chance Dalton could be cleared to play.
Oh wow! I mean,
he's not been ruled out.
Which I don't really think. I don't see why you just don't sign another quarterback off the street. But I'm taking the Eagles in the money line at minus 530. I do not trust them with the spread here. I can see this being kind of similar to last week's game, where they barely beat the Giants. I mean, the Giants, who are like the worst team in the division. Even though the Eagles are really banged up, but I'm just going to take the Eagles on the money line. But I just do not have confidence in them covering 10.5 points. What do you think?
Give me the over in this game. Here's the other thing that's for certain. Wentz is going to either fumble or throw an interception. We just don't know where that's going to happen, whether it happens, in the Eagles zone, or, it depends. And the Cowboys are going to score. I think this is going to be like a 30-something to 20 game. I think the Cowboys are actually going to put up points in this game. The 43 I thought was very low for this one. The Eagles, the average Cowboys are letting up 30 points a game. Washington scored 35 points on them. So you got to figure, I figure the Eagles are going to score 30. I think the Eagles let up about 20. So right there with my odds and my math, that's 50 points. So I'm taking the over here.
All right. In the comments we got here, we got autocorrect. Nick Foles, Matt Foles' brother. Is Kamara named after a chipmunk? What's that supposed to mean?
Alvin.
Okay. Cowboys are going to come to play in this one, and we got Nick Foles didn't back.
I think is Rager. He was activated too, but I don't know if he's going to be activated to play in the game. But he would be a nice little addition against the Cowboys secondary. That would be fun.
All right, go back to game. Next game is the Monday night game. It's the last game of the week. Tampa Bay Buccaneers
played
at the New York Giants. I think that this spread here is way too high for the Buccaneers. They beat the Chargers by 7 a couple weeks back. I think 12.5 is a lot, so I'm going to take the Giants to cover the 12.5 points. They're getting Sterling Shepard back again. He just made his return last week. I think that they'll be able to throw the ball. Wayne Gallman's looking pretty impressive running, but he's not Saquon Barkley, but still 12.5 is a lot of points. All they have to do is keep it within 2 scores. I mean, like not 2 touchdowns, but keep it within 10, which I think they can do. Maybe they can keep it close. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of getting a bargain there. This game started out at 10. It went up to 12.5. So you got 2.5 points on that. I think it is a lot too. I do believe that the Bucs are going to come out and play this week. I think they're going to win. I'm taking the over here though. I think that the Giants are going to put up some points. I don't see them. I think them probably scoring like 17. I think it's like a, I don't know, 31-17, something like that kind of game. I think the Bucs definitely put up 30. Bucs defense is good. They're going to force turnovers. Daniel Jones is going to force a turnover. It's going to happen. But the one thing is, with Shepard back, I'm interested to see who's going to cover whatever, because the cornerback on what's his name, Davis, I was just looking that up, is a lockdown corner. He's been really good. Receivers haven't had over 80 receiving yards on him. So if he covers Shepard, then he's pretty much eliminated from any, I think, fantasy contention. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. I don't think Freeman's playing. So that means that Gallman is playing, which I do give a boost a little bit. So I'm going with the over here at 45. I think there's going to be some points scored. There's going to be some turnovers on the Giants side that's going to lead the Bucs touchdowns, hopefully. And I'm taking the over here.
Brady usually has close games for the Giants. I agree with that. And says Bucs are hitting their stride. That's a good point. I can see that as well. Yeah, but Giants' defensive line is the shits. All right.
Well, this game's going to be played, I think, because the Giants, I know, have been hit with COVID, where people have been sent home, and I know the guard's out, or he's going to be out. So I'm assuming, but I guess the NFL, I would have believed, would have moved the game if there was a jeopardy of this game not being played.
All right, it's Mega Parlay time. Mike, you hit yours last week. I hit mine in week 1 of the season.
Yep.
Hopefully I'll get another one. Raiders plus 125, Ravens minus 4, Broncos plus 150, and the Seahawks minus 48 on the money line. This will get you. This is plus 1705, kind of similar to last week's parlay. Mike, this week you like the Packers minus 6.5, the Colts minus 165 on the money line, Raiders plus 2.5, and the Titans minus 6.5. That'll get you plus 981. Mine is my parlay is a little bit harder than yours, Mike. So
yeah, I went kind of conservative. I'm not a huge fan of this week, but like I said, I'm very confident with the Packers and the Titans, and I was thinking about going Steelers straight up, which is funny because we kind of differ with that game, but I ended up backing off because I want to just try and get some 4 points or 6 points.
Make sure you put that action in, folks. You don't want to miss on a parlay this week, like we might have done last week. We had one lucky viewer who lucked out there and cashed in, but let's go to the karaoke punishment, Mike. I'm gonna stick with Celine Dion. I just really want to hear you sing this freaking song. Hopefully this is the week you'll do it.
Could be.
That Mega Parlay really that brought you over the top last week. Did you like the graphics in the video I made?
You did a great job with that video, by the way. I mean, I'm impressed. I like the sound effects, and the facial expressions is really good. So I'm very interested to hear your song. And this new little wrinkle that I'm going to throw in here today is I have decided that I'm going to have the audience select. So Joe is going to be putting up a poll. I've chosen 4 very, very different random songs. So this is going to be pretty fun. The first one, obviously, Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. Get a little thing there. Chop Suey by System of a Down. Ain't as good as the ones was, not as good as the ones, I don't know, but it's Toby Keith. And then the last one's going to be Jump by Criss Cross. So this is going to be a fun one. So you guys get the vote here on which song you would like Joe to perform, because it's going to happen. And then maybe, we could just do another poll the next week afterwards. So, we'll finish it and close it out there. But I'm very excited by these choices because they're 4 very different selections.
So check out the Joe is Lit Facebook page. Poll end Sunday at 4 p.m., right around the witching hour. We'll see what you pick, and I'll have that up probably sometime, if not by tonight, by tomorrow. See what the comments have to say. Otis, what is your favorite book behind you? Let's see. I'm not showing you guys the back of my head. I don't know, some sort of medical book that my wife has probably, or the Walking Dead comics. Whichever one he hasn't colored in yet. Comedians, huh?
Oh, that was clever.
Comedy hour on
My son just got a Halloween coloring book. Did a heck of a job on it.
All right, Mike, that's it for this week. Hopefully I'll get my singing up later on for you guys. So the audience, what do you like so far? Which song do you think you'll pick when you vote in the poll?
Now you know these songs, right?
I don't know. I only know Crisscross. It's about it. So
this is phenomenal. Then
embrace the ball, though. This is not that bad.
I'll tell you what. When I get my haircut, you can take some of mine. I think they did that in like a Beavis and Butthead episode where they shaved the hair off and did it. So yeah. Chop duet. If we could do a duet. We would have to pick a song.
Yeah.
Maybe what was it? The Animal Channel. What was that song that we had to do, Pat? Was it the Animal song? Animal Channel or something?
It's the Discovery Channel.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
He goes, I'm lying. I missed my hair. You used to have a lot of hair, Bob. Bad touch. That's it. Bob, you used to have a lot of hair on your head. I don't know what the hell happened all of a sudden. You look back in your high school pictures.
I have a good answer.
What happened? Okay, never mind. All right, folks. This is the end of the show. And as usual, Mike, we end this by saying,
stay lit and make sure you check out those weather reports on Sunday.
All right. All right. See you next time, folks. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share,